Hey guys, happy Monday. I want to wait just a minute to be able to allow this to populate, but I know it's like it's Monday, it's not Friday, and it's Amy Howard at home. I have something very exciting to be able to share with you today, and I want to wait and give everybody just a few minutes to be able to pop on here. When you pop on, please say hello, tell me where you're tuning in from, and all right, hold on, here we go. Okay, good deal. All right. So as you pop on here, say hello. Tell me where you're tuning in from. And I want to first of all say a thank you to so many of you that came along our trip. Our birthday, it was my birthday and our wedding anniversary. And we went to Paris and we had so much fun. And I want you to know we would see a shop or we would go someplace and I would tell Gene, I'm like, I'm sorry, I've got to stop. I need to show them this. And he was such a gentleman, such a Southern gentleman, and would say, okay, I understand. And I literally tried to plan and do things that I knew might be able to pour into you because we have such an incredible community. Don't y'all love our community? Um, and it's one of those things I know, and I say this all the time. We're all women from, we've got a sisterhood in a sense. We have different mothers, but we have a sisterhood in the fact that we love so many of the same things. And so, part of what I say, and I've said this for years, we are crafting a beautiful life. And for me, as a woman, my home, I've always seen my home as an extension of myself. And so when I invite people over to my home, I'm saying, welcome. These are things that I love. These are things that I've curated. And I try to make sure that they feel welcomed and loved and comfortable. One of the ways to be able to do that is to really create a beautiful environment where they feel welcome. But the other thing is the color palette and the look of the rooms that we create is also very important. So many years, I have to tell you this. Now, hang with me because I'm making a special announcement today, and I want you to hear it. Years ago, when I would go to the paint store and I would be looking at a lot of colors, a lot of people would come up to me and say, "Could you help me with this?" And I'd be like, what do I look like? I would know. But they would say, I can't make a decision. I don't know the colors and what will go together. And so, whether it was buildings that I've done, whether it's homes, a lot of people don't know that I'm an interior designer. And we have moved 12 times in the 33 years that Gina and I have been married. But I always found great joy in being able to coordinate and do the colors of the rooms and create a palette of the furniture, the cabinetry, and the walls going together. For a very long time, this is something that I have been planning. And today I finally get to tell you. So, Amy Howard at Home has decided that we want to be able to show you not only how to paint furniture, but we're going into the direction of a lifestyle brand. I am going to be creating all kinds of things for you to be able to use in your home to be able to transform it. So, we're launching off first with drum roll. We're starting off with, can I turn this around? With our Manor Born wall paint. Now, let me tell you why this is so special. I wanted to create a wall paint, one, it was all about the curated colors that I'm getting ready to show you in just a minute. But the other thing I wanted a very highly pigmented matte finish. The other thing is I had to have UV protection in it because when you paint a room, the last thing you need is for the walls of the color to fade. The other thing I needed a low VOC because I've got grandchildren. I've got a new little grandbaby on the way. And I want to make sure that I feel safe in the product that I'm creating and selling and using in my own home. The other thing is it's very important to have curated colors that when you go and you see a lot of colors, they don't have a lot of depth to them. They don't have a beautiful finish. And I look at them and a lot of wall paints look like plastic, Would y'all agree? They are not a beautiful patina to them. So the Manor Born paint, and part of the reason why I named it the Manor Born is because there is a historical element to the paints, and to be able to have the colors that you're going to see that I've curated together, it's part of bringing this Manor Born, this beautiful look, this historical significance of colors into our daily lives now that are on trend, that are very much things that we're going to be able to use and enjoy. The other thing I'm excited about is the fact that the colors are beautiful and curated, but it also is a primer and a paint in one. So it allows you to be able to roll this on. It has a beautiful smell. It does not have anything in it like the One Step of the other ones, but the coverage is really, really fabulous. The other thing we're going to be doing is we're going to go in a lot into education of also teaching you what colors go together, what color to be able to paint your cabinets. Maybe you've got a lacquered piece and you want to do it in a really pretty pink, and you want to be able to have a great looking orange red wall. So we're going to be really going into how to craft a beautiful life. So on September 27th, that is our official launch date of the Manor Born paint. It's going to be such an opportunity for our community to be able to get our homes ready for the holidays. Now, we're starting to come back in. Our gardens are, and our flowers are wilting a little bit. I know mine is, that with the heat. We've still got heat here in Florida, but I'm really starting to look in, and I start thinking, what am I going to do for Thanksgiving? What am I going to do for Christmas? And one of the best ways to be able to transform your home, how you feel living in it, and how you feel when you're entertaining, is to be able to add some new color. And that's going to be the easiest thing to do in changing your wall. But there's a lot of paint out there, guys. There's a lot of colors out there that, quite frankly, they are not curated. They don't have the highly pigmentation to it. And I want to show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to hold this up. Are you ready? So here's the other thing that I did in putting this color grouping together, and everything. I handpicked every single color. I put all of these together. I named them. I wanted this to be something that you knew that it had my stamp of approval on it, but I also wanted it to be something that I knew that would look great in an interior. There are certain colors that you will see in a color palette, in a paint deck, that are not really good for an interior. I think about your complexion. I think about the color that's going to be complementary. I think about fabric selections. I've thought about trends. I've thought about cabinet colors, some of our best-selling cabinet colors, our Luxe lacquer best-selling colors, and what all would do with that. So I'm going to show you. This is just going to be a quick glance because this is a big piece of paper. Look at this. So if you can see this, you're going to see a lot of blues, a lot of greens. I have a full collection of creams. Look at this. Because our whites and our creams are going to be a really important element in our homes. It acts as a pause, a visual pause, while we go into a room with color. The other thing is we can still have accent walls. I want you to be able to start thinking about being bold, going into bathrooms and having bold colors. The other thing that we're going to do is we're really going to bring you in, and we're going to be educating you what colors go together, what's going to be complementary, and how that's going to work. Jean, can I borrow your glasses for just a second? So as on here, just as telling you about this launch, I want to be able to, hey, Helen, hey, Zoe. I know, is that not so fun? I'm like, um, years ago, and I don't know if I've shared this with y'all. Years ago, I met Susie, who owns OPI, the nail polish. And she came up to me and she was like, I wanted to meet you. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is wild. She said, how do you come up with naming your paint colors? And it was so funny because she and I had the same similarities. She said, I don't have a group of people that help me with this. This is something that I do. And so I think a lot of times with larger paint companies, there isn't, and I hope I'm not stepping on anybody's toes here. There's not a creative person. There's not a creative woman behind being able to say, this is what's really going to go together well. Would y'all agree? It's a very, it's a very personal thing, but it also has to be curated. Yes. Oh, good. Thanks, Michelle. But it's true. There is a visual pause when you're going from room to room, and you want to be able to have the color palette of the things. I'll hold this back up for you to be able to see. Look at this. Look, look. Are they so fab? Look. Now, the other thing is what's funny, what's funny is for me, I have been going around with these paint colors around my house for so long going, okay, I'm doing this color in this room and this color in this room. And I'm going to really be bringing you in and educating you from an eye of an interior designer as far as your fabrics, as far as your cabinet colors. And I think this is going to open up a whole new world. I may get in trouble for this, but I'm going to go on and tell you anyway. So Jean's over here looking at me. This is just the first. We have other surprises. That's all I'm going to say. So I have been working on something else that is outside of the world of paint that's going to be able to use in your interior, because I know how frustrating it is. You want to decorate your home, you want to be able to do some things, but you're afraid. And so I've made sure that I curated it, and you're going to absolutely, absolutely love them. So I want to take some questions for just a minute. Oh, you're being Cassidy. Yes, good. I'm not, I won't have said it. I won't have said it, but yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait. All right. So, several of the things as far as with the Manor Born, it has a beautiful matte finish. It's matte. It's gloriously matte. When you have a matte finish on a paint, it allows you to be able to see the depth of the pigmentation. We made sure that it was very highly pigmented. Highly pigmentation costs a lot more money because there's a lot more pigment in it. And when companies are wanting to do paints and to be able to do a less expensive paint that's for walls, they don't put as much pigment in it. This also has beads. It has a ceramic bead in it that allows you to be able to, one, get better coverage because the primer and the paint are in one. Those ceramic beads allow you a lot more wear and tear. Now, here's the thing. One of the last things you want to deal with is if you paint a wall and then somebody, if you've got grandchildren, if somebody marks on it with a crayon or anything, you've got to be able to go in and scrub it and clean it. This is a scrubbable mat. And that is what I think is one of the big differentiators. It also has the UV protectant in it. Your walls are not going to fade. It has the primer and the paint in one, and it's going to be coordinated. So that way you can know what colors is going to go with what. So the, good. I'm so glad that y'all are excited. All right. So September 27th is the launch day. So I want you to go to the link below and register, because here's the deal. We're going to be giving away product. I love giving away stuff. We're also going to have these color charts, not this one. We're going to have color charts available for you to be able to order. So that way, yes, and the color chart is actually dried paint. Real paint is on them. It's not printed. So the color cards are going to be actual paint. So you'll be able to see exactly what it's going to look like. And so that's what's going to open up a whole new world. For a lot of people don't know, but the one-step color chart, the Luxe Lacquer color chart will be available. So you could get all of them and lay them together. The other thing is the Miracle paint and the one-step colors are the same. So that way, if you get the paint deck from that, the color card, you can coordinate your colors. So I want to be your teacher, not just in a finish, but also in design now. I think I'm more excited about this and what we're launching into than I have been about anything in a very long time, because I know the frustration that you can have. I know the fear. It's so fearful thinking, is this the right blue? Is this the right green? Is this the right cream? And a lot of that just comes from years of experience from me in just working with these colors. Thank you, Michelle. It's weird. Look at these sleeves. It's like when I come in the studio, normally I thought I'll have on a t-shirt or I'll work, and I thought I'm gonna wear a regular shirt today. So thank you, you're so sweet, awesome, Helen. Helen, I'm so glad you already registered. You don't want to miss out on registering, because one, it's gonna put your name into the pot that we're gonna have. Okay, they are interested in being able to craft a beautiful life. And we're going to be giving away so many products, paint, color charts. It's going to be so much fun. The other thing is too, I have a professional painter that I adore that has done work at our house that we're going to go through and we're going to be teaching you how to paint a wall. I'm curious, how many of you have painted before? It's so easy, so satisfying if you've got the right color and you're so excited. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. Registered. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So just as you pop on here, be sure and say, hey, share this video, tag some good friends and say, okay, this is Jean right? I don't know, Helen, what that means.
The professional painter.
Oh, no, Jean.
Plasterer, finished furniture.
That's so funny. No, no, this is a painter. Jean can do it, but I want you to be able to learn. Does that offend you? I want you to be able to learn because I want I want you to be able to do it. And the other thing is, I'll be honest with you, I think fall is one of the best times to be able to go in and create a new look, especially in your kitchen or in your dining room or your den. Nothing makes you feel better to me about being at home like painting a wall. So I am so thrilled. I'm going to show you the colors one more time. Look at this. And the other exciting thing is to be able to have it to where, the coverage is going to be great. It's going to be a beautiful scrubbable matte finish. It's UV protected. It's low VOC, so you can use it in your baby's rooms, in your bedrooms, and you're going to absolutely love it. I love that you've painted every room in your house. I love that. All right, so go to the link below. Be sure and register. You want to be one of the first people that you see all the things that we've got coming, all the teachings, all the trainings, all of the information, and it's going to allow you to be able to get things and save some money as well. So I'm going to go back in and answer all of your questions. And we've also going to have charts and things on the website that shows what the coverage is, how many gallons of paint you'll need per room, all that type of thing. I promise you're going to absolutely love it. It's going to be one of the best paints you've ever used. I promise. I promise you're going to love it. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. Mark on your calendar, September 27th, we'll be launching the brand new Amy Howard at Home Manor Born paint. You're going to love it. It's curated and we've got hand painted cards for you already available. Have a great day, everybody. Mwah. Share this video and don't forget to register. Go to the link below.